My name is Georgette McGrath-Yukich. I'm Director of Projects with Calgary Municipal Land Corporation, and I oversee the team delivering the BMO expansion. We know it is important to incorporate unique design elements throughout the building to evoke surprise and delight and create memorable moments for the visitors. The building's design, including some of those really special elements like the pavilion, the fireplace, and the brand room doors, were all conceived by our incredible design team at Populous, Stantec, and S2.
My name is Carrie Suriel, and I'm the Director of Park Development for the Calgary Stampede, and I oversee design and construction of the BMO expansion. The expansion features several design elements that will wow guests and help create a world-class facility, such as the brand room's leather doors, the reimagined Neon Cowboy, and the fireplace. The expansion's central gathering space, the Exchange, will be anchored by Canada's largest indoor fireplace, which the team at Populous conceived of as a place for visitors to the BMO Centre to gather, connect, and converse. The fireplace is a 21-meter-tall black and steel structure with a copper inset, which speaks to the Calgary Stampede's rich blacksmithing history and to Calgary's Western heritage, evoking the feeling of gathering around the campfire as a place for warmth and the exchange of ideas.
We brought on Heavy to facilitate the detailed design, fabrication, and installation of the Neon Cowboy and indoor fireplace.
My name is Connor Hayduck. I'm Director of Creative with Heavy. And our role on the Neon Cowboy and the fireplace was really to work with CMLC and the Calgary Stampede, S2 and Populous and Stantec to take their vision of what they wanted to achieve with these features and turn it into something real that we could actually build and install in the building. We really wanted to bring in questions of materiality and construction details and things like that, and figure out the best way to actually create these very large, very impactful pieces. I think the most remarkable thing about the fireplace itself is just the monumental scale of it. The size of it, it really is going to create an impact in this space. And really it's all about kind of bringing people together. The hearth and the fireplace has always acted as this hub for people to come together. So the way it can perform that function within the BMO Centre, I think is it's going to be very impactful. It's all 6mm laser cut steel as well, blackened steels to match the other aesthetic elements within the building. And then we've got an inlay of powder coated copper that gets installed with it as well. So really, the materials really harken back to this idea of blacksmithing and kind of these kind of almost gritty materials that really works with the whole aesthetic of the Calgary Stampede.
The unique features in the building are placed strategically to create surprise and delight for the visitors, as well as provide a way for wayfinding. For example, the Neon Cowboy is located in one of the large walls within the front of hall. The Neon Cowboy is also close to a one-to-one replica, so it is significant in size. You can't miss it. As soon as you walk into the BMO, you will notice the Neon Cowboy.
The Neon Cowboy lived on Stampede Park from 1950 to 2020 as a recognizable and well-loved piece of public art. Many would associate that piece with their time spent on Stampede Park and their visits to the Stampede Corral. The original iteration of the piece was a cement relief mural of a cowboy constructed with the building in 1950. Evidence would suggest that Alberta artist Luke Lindo was responsible for the piece. Neon lighting was added in 1955 by artist Rob Bentley, and it's believed that in 1960 the piece was painted, although the artist remains unknown. The Neon Cowboy was truly a symbol of Stampede's history and Calgary's nostalgia.
For the Neon Cowboy, we actually ended up going with a laser cut steel. It's painted black, and combining that with a lighting system that's mounted in behind to really get the impact and get the kind of the aesthetic of an old school Neon Cowboy, but done in kind of a different way.
We are thrilled to have the Neon Cowboy reimagined at a nearly 1-to-1 scale, where it will live on the main floor of the BMO expansion for visitors to enjoy. The Neon Cowboy will continue to be a representation of community spirit as we prepare to welcome the world to the BMO expansion in June of 2024.
A visitor's journey to the brand room will be unique. The journey in itself, you know that you're going somewhere special. And CMLC and Calgary Stampede identified the doors as a unique opportunity to create a sense of wonder as to what's beyond the doors.
The brand room is named for the 4 original founders of the Calgary Stampede: Patrick Burns, George Lane, A.E. Cross, and A.J. McLean. The spirit of the room is meant to capture the Stampede's Western heritage and the boldness of the 4 founders. Their brands will be featured prominently in the design of the room. The brand room is a 3,000 square foot space on the second floor of the BMO that features natural light and elevated finishes, including charred wood, leather, and copper. It's complemented by an 11,000 square foot outdoor covered balcony that offers sweeping views of Stampede Park. The brand room is a special space in the building, and we wanted to express that upon arrival to the room. The design team had a concept to unfold the shaft of a cowboy boot and wrap it around the doors. In considering how we could execute on that vision, it was a natural fit to collaborate with our partners at Alberta Boot to create a custom set of doors with the iconic Calgary stitch pattern. The result is a dramatic yet welcoming entry feature that represents the brand of the Calgary Stampede in a contemporary manner.
To help tell the story of Calgary's Western spirit and heritage, Alberta Boot Company was brought on to create the iconic leather-wrapped brand room doors.
My name is Federica Fiorotto and I'm the marketing manager at Alberta Boot. Alberta Boot was involved in designing the doors at the BMO Centre by providing the special leather called Black Alps, which is a luxurious feature of very, very nice and textured leather. And we created a Calgary pattern, which is our custom stitching pattern that goes on some of our boots and that will be laser etched on the brand door. The Calgary stitch came almost 50 years ago with the founder of the company. He fell in love with the pattern and probably it was instinct, it was fate, but he said that's Calgary. That reminds me of Calgary. It's the pattern that probably has the most Western flair out of all the patterns that we have. And he associated it to home. So every special boot that we have made and the most cherished collections have that pattern, and it speaks to us, and I feel like it speaks to Calgarians as well. So I think it's a great choice. For Alberta Boot, it's an honor. We are extremely happy and proud to be part of such an amazing project. The expansion is a milestone for the city, and it will speak to an amazing future for the city, and being part of that future is everything we could have wished for.
So I think as a team at Heavy, we're really excited just to be part of the BMO expansion as a whole. We're doing a number of different pieces throughout the development, and we're just really excited to be a part of something that's going to have such an impact on Calgary, and something that we can really create a special place for people to come and gather, and yeah, we're excited to see it completed.
When we open the doors to visitors at Calgary Stampede 2024, the project team is going to be incredibly excited to see the reactions on everybody's faces when they see these pieces of art within the building and these really unique elements that will be familiar or new to them.